Madam Chair, for granting me a few more moments here, since I truly believe this is one of the most important issues facing our country. I wanted to ask Mr. Baker, you had mentioned in your testimony that the health of the Chesapeake Bay saw a setback in 2018 due to the extraordinary rains and the associated polluted runoff that contaminated the bay. We saw the same thing in Lake Okeechobee after Hurricane Irma. But it seems that 2019 is in many ways following that same pattern that we saw in 2018 in precipitation. So how can we continue to make the bay more resilient to the changes in climate and extreme weather events that seem to be happening with more regularity, and yet continue to make progress in improving the overall health of the bay and other areas like Lake Okeechobee as well?
We don't give up. It's this simple answer, and I don't mean to be glib, but that's it. We are nowhere near the end. We have to keep working. One interesting thing in this region about 2018, we had double the amount of rain, but in significantly less number of storms. Do the math. That means the storms were far more intense. Nature abhors extremes. That was adding to the impact as well. We are seeing a lot of rain this year, but it's not coming in quite the same intensity, so I like to keep my fingers crossed, and I'm an optimist by heart.
Good. Me too. That's why I'm here, if not. One last question. You mentioned the role of wetlands in protecting our communities from climate change. But as you know, wetlands are also threatened by sea level rise, and we've seen that in South Florida. What role can the federal government play in protecting and restoring our wetlands through programs like the Chesapeake Bay Program or other regulatory efforts?
Well, I think the chairwoman talked about blue carbon. Wetlands are incredibly important for any number of reasons. You know, we've got a lot of areas to develop, and we just have got to stop destroying wetlands. The concept of mitigating destruction 2-to-1, 3-to-1 with man-made wetlands, human-made wetlands, just doesn't work anywhere near as well as the original wetland. Only other last thought is that wetlands with sea level rise can be destroyed. They need room to migrate inland. That has happened throughout the millennia, but very slowly. Now it's happening much more quickly, and that's a critical need to allow wetlands to migrate inland as the seas rise.
Thank you so much. I yield back my time.